You're welcome back to this channel. In today's class, I want to show us how we can solve radical equations. So this question says, if root 4x minus 9 plus root 4x plus 9 is equal to 5 plus root 7, find the value of x. Solution. So if you see this kind of question, the first thing that you are going to do is to square both sides. And if you want to square both sides, you have to be careful, because I've seen many students, if they want to square both this equation, they do it like this: 4x minus 9, they square this side, plus 4x plus 9, they square this side, is equal to 5 plus root 7, you now square it. This is wrong. This is totally wrong. So you have to be careful. So if you want to square both sides of this kind of equation, root 4x minus 9 plus root 4x plus 9 is equal to 5 plus root 7. You can see that this equation, it has two parts. It has two sides. This is left hand side. The whole of this side is left hand side, and the whole of this side is what? The right hand side. So they say that both sides. So that means you are squaring this side as 1, and you are squaring this side as 1. So if you want to square both sides, will now be, you square root 4x minus 9 plus root 4x plus 9, you square it all together, is equal to 5 plus root 7, you square this one. So that means you have squared both sides. So what does this mean? This means root 4x minus 9 plus root 4x plus 9 multiplied by root 4x minus 9 plus root 4x plus 9 is equal to 5 plus root 7 multiplied by 5 plus root 7. This is what this means. So after expanding it like this, you now do what? You take the first expression of the first bracket, use it to multiply the first expression in the second bracket. That means you are multiplying root 4x minus 9 by root 4x minus 9. And you have to be careful here. You can see that they have the same expression inside. That is 4x minus 9, 4x minus 9. Yeah. So now use this. If you say root a multiply by root a, if root has the same, you are multiplying root that has the same expression inside. So what this means is that root a means a raised power 1 over 2. So root means what? 1 over 2. Then multiply by a raised power 1 over 2. So law of indices say that if you are multiplying anything that they have the same base, this is the base, a is the base a is the base a. You are multiplying them, they have the same base, you write one base, that is a. Now their exponents, that is their power is what? 1 over 2, 1 over 2. Since we are dealing with multiplication, you are going to add their exponents together. So that will be a raised power 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 is equal to a. So 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 is what? SAM 2, 2 into 1, multiplied by 1, 1 plus 2 into 1, multiplied by 1. We have 2 divided by 2, and that is what? 1. So that means a raised to the power of 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 is equal to a raised power 1. And a raised power 1 is what? A. So the same thing is applicable to, you say that root 4x minus 9 multiplied by root 4x minus 9. You can see that they have the same thing here. So if they have the same thing, it means that you have 4x minus 9 raised power 1 over 2 multiplied by 4x minus 9 raised power 1 over 2. Then you take one base, then you add their power together. So that means you have what? 4x minus 9 raised power 1, which is what? 4x minus 9. So anything if you multiply roots that have the same base together, you take the base, then you cancel the root. So here we have what? 4x minus 9. So now root 4x minus 9 multiplied by root 4x plus 9. This time around, they are not the same. The expression inside is not the same. So if you want to do that, root 4x minus 9 multiplied by root 4x plus 9. This will be if we have root a multiplied by root b. So what we are going to do here is that since they are not having the same base, it will be root a multiplied by b. So this one will be root 4x minus 9 multiplied by 4x plus 9. So that is what this is going to give us. So now we come here. So root 4x minus 9 multiplied by root 4x plus 9 will now be root 4x minus 9 multiplied by root by 4x plus 9. So you are done with this side. So now plus, you have to be careful of the sign, any sign that is in. So plus root 4x plus 9 multiplied by root 4x minus 9. So it will also be root 4x plus 9 multiplied by 4x minus 9. You can see that the expression inside this root and the expression inside this root, they are the same. So then plus root 4x plus 9 multiplied by root 4x plus 9. You can see that they have the same base now. They have the same expression inside. So what are we going to do? That means the roots will cancel each other and we are going to write the expression inside. So is equal to 5 multiplied by 5, 25. 5 multiplied by root 7 plus 5 root 7. Now 7 multiplied by root 7 plus 5 root 7 plus root 7 multiplied by plus root 7. They are having the same base. Call. So it will be plus 7. Now from here, what are we still going to do? Let's collect like terms. So collecting like terms will give me, I have 4x here plus 4x here. So that will be 8x. Minus 9 plus 9. They are going to cancel each other. Here, the expression inside is the same and we are adding. So that will be 1 of this one plus 1 of this one, making how many? 2. So that will be plus 2 root 4x minus 9 multiplied by 4x plus 9. So it is equal to 25 plus 7, that is 32. So I have plus 7 plus 5 with 7 plus 5 with 7. That will be plus 10 with 7. So I'm done with that. So the next thing that I'm going to do now is that I want this 8x to come and meet those ones that are in the right hand side now. So my equation now will be 2 root 4x minus 9, 4x plus 9 is equal to 32 plus 10 root 7 minus 8x. I want my root 4x minus 9 multiplied by 4x plus 9. I want it to stand alone. I do not want anything beside it. So what am I going to do? That means I need to factorize throughout here. Since 32 is an even number, 10 is an even number, minus 8 is also an even number. So that means I will have 2 root 4x minus 9 multiplied by 4x plus 9 is equal to 2 into bracket 16 plus 5 root 7 minus 4x. Now, at the end of the day, if I use 2 to multiply everything inside this bracket, I must get back 32 plus 10 root 7 minus 8x. So here, so divide 2 by both sides, or divide both sides by 2. So I have 4x minus 9 multiplied by 4x plus 9 is equal to what? 16 plus 5 root 7 minus 4x. I don't want square roots. I don't need square roots this time around. What am I going to do? That means I have to square both sides again. So square both sides. Square both sides. So if I square both sides, that means I will have root 4x minus 9 multiplied by 4x plus 9 squared is equal to 16 plus 5 root 7 minus 4x squared. Now, what does this mean? This means that if I take square root of square of a square root, so they are going to cancel each other. You know, I told you that square root means 1 over 2. So if I multiply it by 2, so this is going to change. So I have 4x minus 9 multiplied by 4x plus 9 is equal to, so I will now multiply this to 5 root 7 minus 4x multiplied by 16 plus 5 root 7 minus 4x. So here, let's now multiply this. I have 16x squared. I have plus 36x minus 9 multiplied by 4x gives me minus 36x minus 9 multiplied by plus 9 gives me minus 81. So this is equal to 16 multiplied by 16 is what? 256. 256. 16 multiplied by plus 5 root 7 is what? Plus 80 root 7. Plus 80 root 7. 16 multiplied by minus 4x will be what? Minus 64x. So I'm done with 16. Plus, I told you have to be careful. Plus 5 root 7 multiplied by 16 is what? That will be plus 80 root 7. Plus 5 root 7 multiplied by 5 root 7. That will be 5 multiplied by 5, 25. Root 7 multiplied by root 7 is 7. We'll have 25 multiplied by 7. 25 multiplied by 7, this is 35, 3, 14, 175. So 25 multiplied by 7 is what? 175 plus 175. So I have, that means 5 root 7 multiplied by 5 root 7 gives me what? 175. Plus 5 root 7 multiplied by minus 4x will be what? Minus 20 root 7x. So I'm done with plus 5 root 7 now. Now, minus 4x multiplied by 16 will give me what? Minus 64x. Minus 4x multiplied by plus 5 root 7 will be what? Minus 20 root 7. Minus 4x multiplied by minus 4x will be what? Plus 16x squared. Left hand side remains 16x squared minus 81. Plus 36x has cancelled minus 36x. So is equal to, so from here I have 256 plus 175. So 256 plus 175. I have 80 root 7 plus 80 root 7. That will be plus 80 root 7 plus 80 root 7. I also have minus 64x minus 64x minus 64x minus 64x. After that, I have minus 20 root 7x minus 20 root 7x. X is here. So I have minus 20 root 7x minus 20 root 7x. Then plus 16x squared. So from here, this plus 16x squared, I want it to come and meet plus 16x squared this left hand side. So I have 16x squared minus 16x squared minus 81 is equal to 256 plus 175, 431, 431 plus 80 root 7 plus 80 root 7, 160 root 7 minus 64x minus 64x minus 128x minus 40 root 7x minus 20 root 7x will be what? Minus 40 root 7x. So now 16x squared minus 16x squared is equal to 0. So I have left minus 81. So I have 0 here, then minus 81 is equal to 431 plus 160 root 7 minus 128x minus 40 root 7x. So from here, let's minus 81 come and meet 431 here. So I have 0 is equal to 431 plus 81. Minus becomes plus when it goes out. So plus 160 root 7 minus 128x minus 40 root 7x. Now, let those one with x, those with x, I want them to come to the left hand side here. So if minus 128 minus 40 root 7x, if they come here, they become 128x plus 40 root 7x is equal to, what is 431 plus 81? That is 512 plus 160 root 7. Yes. Now, let's factorize x out from the left hand side. So I have 128 plus 40 root 7, everything multiplied by x is equal to 512 plus 160 root 7. So divide both sides by what? 128 plus 40 root 7 divided by 128 plus 40 root 7. So the numerator cancels the denominator here. So we are left with x is equal to 512. X is equal to 512 plus 160 root 7 divided by 128 plus 40 root 7. So we are not done yet. We are almost done. So here I can see that in the numerator I can factorize 32 out. So I have x is equal to 32 into bracket. Let me see. 512 divided by 32, that is 16. Then plus 5 root 7. That is 160 divided by 32 is what? 5. Then root 7 divided by. So I want this thing, the denominator, to be in form of the numerator as well. So I want it to be 160 plus 5 root 7. So what am I going to multiply to hit? So what am I going to multiply 16 that will give me 128? So that will be 128 divided by 16 is what? 8. So that 8 multiplied by 5 also gives me what? 40. So from here, I can see that I have the same thing. 16 plus 5 root 7 cancel 16 plus 5 root 7. So my x is equal to 32 divided by 8. And what is that? That means my x is equal to 4. 32 divided by 8 is what? 4. So that is the value of our x. But we can check whether it is correct or not. So let's substitute the value of x inside this equation. Differential equation. If I have anywhere I see x, I'm going to put what's there? 4. So 4 multiplied by 4 minus 9 plus 4 multiplied by 4 plus 9 is equal to 5 plus root 7. So here I have 16 minus 9 plus 16 plus 9 then is equal to 5 plus root 7. So 16 minus 9, that is 7. So I have root 7 plus 16 plus 9, that is 25. So is equal to 5 plus root 7. So what is this? I have root 7 plus 5 is the same thing as what? 5 plus root 7. So you can rewrite it, still the same thing. 5. So we can see that this answer is correct. So the value of x for this equation is what? 4. Till I see you in the next class. Thank you. Bye-bye.